Hey everyone. Um, if you're watching this back later, I just wanted to come on here tonight to go over some energies that are going on in the collective. It feels like there is some major things amping up right now, and I pulled some cards ahead of time. I was meditating. I pulled some cards ahead of time, and it just felt like something that we need to talk about. So I'm going to wait for some more people to come on here. But just some housekeeping stuff. If you're looking to book a private reading with me, go to my website. It's hawkintuition.com. All the information is in the box below. And there's live sessions that are available. My schedule is going to be a little bit less open for the next week. My divine masculine is coming to visit next week for a week. So I'm going to have a little bit less time available next week, but I still will be working a little bit. And then the week after that, I believe I have updated at this point. So if you're looking for, just go onto my website and click on the live sessions, and you can see all the availability there and see if anything lines up for you. If you can't find anything that's available that works with your schedule, just email me and we may be able to try to work something out. I know everybody's all over the world, and the time differences don't always line up with what the availability is that I have put in there. So just email me and let me know. Hi guys. Hello everyone. Hi Beverly. So nice to see you here. Beverly is a client of mine who is amazing and going to be a super, super powerful light worker. Just you wait. Okay, I'm just going to wait for a couple more people to come on here. I had Mother Mary is here right now. She is supporting me. As you can tell, my voice is still, I'm feeling better for the most part, but my voice is still sounds under the weather and very husky. And so just bear with me. It's not going to be as long as it normally is, or it has been this last week, but I'm going to try to get to as many people as I can. Like I said, I have some messages here ahead of time. There were some messages that came out in my meditation and then also in some of the cards that I pulled. So I'm going to go over those, and then Super Chat is enabled on this live session, and I was thinking tonight to do maybe I can probably handle about 5 questions. If you go to the Super Chat, it's the donation, the little money sign at the top, and make a donation. I think tonight I'm going to do 10-10 because I like that fucking 10 so much. But I was thinking for a donation of, oh my gosh, it's 11:11 right now too. Thank you very much for that. Donation of $10.10. I will pull just a couple of cards for whatever question it is that you have. I can only do 5 of them. So if you guys want to do that, send over the Super Chat. If there's anybody in here that wants to be a moderator for this, let me know. And Sunburst of Love, I remember you were here the last time. I don't know if you want to be a moderator. I will set you guys up right now before we get started. Just let me know. Anybody else? Raise your hand, class. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to set that up for you right now. Hi, Love Elaine. I'm glad you're back. Oh, wait, you're already on there. Never mind. I already Sunburst of Love. I already had you in there as a moderator from the email that you sent me. So hi, everyone. Okay. First, there's a couple of I am statements. There's only 2 tonight. The energy in the collective feels a little bit heavy, and it could be from Mercury retrograde. It could always be from Mercury retrograde. But it also feels like there's a lot of interference energy going on. I feel a lot of interference energy coming to me. I feel it coming at me, at my channel a little bit. I feel it coming. It's also in the collective. I've heard it at some of my friends, at other people. It definitely feels like there are some kind of negative forces. I don't know that a lot of it is intentional. It feels like some of it is kind of like energy vampires who can feel this united force that's happening with all of us. It's building and it's getting stronger, and at the same time there's a lot of triggers that are happening, and it just feels like those people who are sitting in a little bit of fear right now and being triggered are kind of um, it's like sucking the energy out of the room, only because their fear has such a hold on them and because it's so powerful, that it is within this united force. It's drawing the light over to them a little bit more. And what we're needing to do is build up our strength a little bit more and kind of protect ourselves a little bit and not block ourselves, because we do still want our light to flow to those that are connected with us within this collective, in a healing way, but only if we're up for it. If we're not up for it, the other people who have more energy right now and who are, you know, just feeling a little bit stronger at this point, allow them to send their healing over to those people. It feels like a lot of energy vampires are kind of coming into my field right now and to a lot of other people's fields. So just gear up for that a little bit. I have cut major cords, major attachments. Archangel Michael is here. He has really barreled through here like a warrior to kind of set the stage for this next phase that's coming up. Mercury retrograde, I think, is going to be a big time of rest, recuperation, a lot of retrospect, and really getting back to center, to the 0 point. And so we're definitely needing to go into that strong and disconnected from anything that might be drawing our energy out in an unhealthy way. So first, hi Marie, thank you so much. 1010. Let me know what your question is, okay? And if Sunburst of Love, is there any way that you can keep track of the questions for me? I'm going to go over the cards that I pulled first, and then I'll go to the questions after that. And if it's too much for you, let me know, and I'll try to grab another moderator too. Let me know if there's anybody else that wants to be a moderator. I'm just going to scroll through these real quick. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone. It's my jazz voice. That's right. It is seductive and gravelly and manly. And I'm just going to ride it out as long as I can. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water tonight, too. This is not going to be one of the super long sessions like the last time, even though it's really hard for me to disconnect from you guys. I really love. It's like you guys are all sitting in my living room with me right now, and I love that connection. So, hi, Shane. He had a session with my Divine Masculine tonight, and apparently he has amazing energy. I'm not going to say I told you so, but I told you so. Okay, Marie, I see that. Thank you, Sunburst of Love. Let me know if anybody else can be a moderator in here. Okay, so just get yourself to a 0 point. Just kind of still yourself for a second, and we're going to do 2 I am statements. I am ease, and I am grace. And that's it. And just let it flow for a second. I just felt like a major wave of light come in. It was a little bit heavy to begin with, but I really feel like it's flowing right now. Whatever it was, maybe it was the ease statement that created the ease, but it feels like it's really flowing right now. I did send some Reiki ahead of time when I first started. So if you're willing to accept that just open your field to the healing Reiki energy, and it's really going to help to relax you. It feels like we really all just need to sit back, and I feel like there are some of you that really need a massage. There is toxicity built up in your muscles right now that needs to be physically released with massage. So whether that's a friend or your partner or actually going and getting a professional massage, it feels like I can feel hands on my shoulders. I can feel like thumbs digging in right in between my shoulder blades. There's a couple of you that have trouble with tension in between your shoulder blades. And that's where a lot of us carry our stress. But it feels like specifically that's a message for a couple of you. Um, like I said, Mother Mary is here, and that may be part of the energy that's really starting to help this flow right now. Um, Gosh, she's such a beautiful energy, and I haven't worked with her in a while. I don't know if it was my energy was shut down to it, but she came in full force. I was pulling some cards from Spirit Messages deck, and I pulled some for myself first, and this card came out, Mother's Love. And I thought Mother Mary immediately. I don't have anything going on with my mother right now, so I don't think that that's it. So I read it and I kind of took the messages in for myself and I put it back and I shuffled again and it came out again when I was focusing on the energy for the collective. So she's here. It makes sense with the rest of the cards too that I'll explain for you. But before I get into that, I want to go over the other things that came up in the meditation too. Sorry, I get so distracted. I love connecting with you guys. Raphael is here, Archangel Raphael. So that has to go along with what I was talking about with Mercury retrograde and having it be a period of rest and relaxation and really looking back on all the healing that you have done up until this point, looking back at the things that you have purged and released and just allowing yourself to integrate it. And I told you that I am a warrior when it comes to that. And it's just one thing right after another. Like, yes, let's dig in and let's clear it and let's get to the next step and let's make sure that we're sending as fast as we can. And it really caught up with me. It caught up with me. I was completely barreled over. And I was barreled over after the last live session. It felt like really important messages came out in that one, but I got majorly knocked on my ass the next day because I've been purging a lot and I've been releasing a lot and I have been healing and I feel like I've been healing a lot of things for the collective too. And I feel like I maybe took on some things from the collective the other day in the live session and healed some things for them, but it just built up and almost immediately after the stream was over, it was like, boom, and I was on my ass. So it's just all about right now, relaxing, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, making sure that you are, when you ground yourself. They're telling me Mother Gaia right now too. So it's almost like all the mothering energies are coming in telling you, make sure that you eat your veggies and make sure that you drink your water and, coming in to take care of you when you're not feeling well and making sure that you're taking care of yourself. They've been doing that with me. My Divine Masculine has been doing that with me too. Like, you really need to slow down a little bit. And yes, everybody is in the collective is going through a lot, but you are going through a lot too. And you're releasing a lot and you're not going to be any good to anybody else if you push yourself too much. And I definitely pushed myself a little too much. So I'm admitting that. And I know that there's some of you out there that are doing the same thing that you may not realize that you're doing. Mother Mary is here, Mother Gaia is here, and Archangel Raphael. They're all here sending you so much healing energy. Just sit back and take it. Just let them rub your shoulders. Let them massage your feet. Go take a bath. Go take a salt bath. I always say that, but salt baths are so purifying for your energy field. It really is. It's so helpful for you when you've been going through a lot. And these trauma releases have been brutal. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. Okay. Hi, Yvette. Okay. Now, I don't normally get personalized channelings or personalized messages when I'm doing my meditation ahead of time, but there are a couple of them that came through. Maybe it's for a bunch of you, maybe it's just for one of you, but I heard San Francisco, and they told me that someone lives near the bay, which is San Francisco, obviously, but someone actually, they live in San Francisco, but their house is near the bay, or they live near the bay. Like they're showing me they always go to this place near the bay because it's where they think and where they do this, like I'm talking about this self-care. They always go to the water near the bay because it regenerates them. Water is very, very cleansing, and you can really absorb a lot of energy by the bay. Don't forget that that's what you are able to do when you go to the water like that, and set the intention that you want to absorb the healing and the cleansing energy from water. They also said take your time. They said you're super excited about what you have going on, but and it's like maybe somebody is just awakening, or someone has just come into some gifts, or they're just reminding me how much it takes out of me when I am in a space of kind of helping other people. This person, it almost feels like you also are a light worker or a healer, and you are guiding and helping other people in some way. They're telling you to take your time. Please take your time and slow down so that you don't burn out. That's a specific message for someone. And also Georgia. I don't know anyone in Georgia. And the message was you can't please everyone. Follow your own guidance and your light and your gut and what your inner knowing is, what your inner voice is telling you. You need to listen more to your inner voice and not to the influences of the people around you. You cannot please everyone. And really right now, what you need to be doing is taking care of yourself and just pleasing yourself. So whoever that's for, I just had to get those out. Okay. Yes, take your time. It's very important. Even the day that I did the live this week was Tuesday, and I was feeling so much better that day. I had been so sick all weekend long and just no voice at all, totally run down. And I felt so much better that day. And I was so excited to just get back to work and get back into it, because that's what I do. And it was too soon. And even just taking advantage of that time where you're feeling good and not giving it to other people or not giving it back to work again, really allowing yourself to have that and to sit in it for a while and to make sure that you're absorbing as much of it as you can for yourself too. They're using me as an example tonight. I wish they would stop doing that, but it's like they want me to call myself out for these things, because there's some of you that have been doing the same thing. So thank you for, it's Mother Mary. She's like slapping me on the wrist saying, don't do that. Don't do that anymore. Make sure you cut it short tonight. She made me look at the clock like, you're already at 18 minutes. Let's make sure we keep it at this, because then I'm going to tuck you into bed. Thank you very much. Okay, so the other card that came out with this. So a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. This could also be a message for some of you that may have lost your mother, if your mother had passed. It's almost like Mother Mary is ushering in her energy in order to give you access to it. I think that if you focus right now, because you're so gifted, because you're so intuitive, if you focus right now, you may be able to absorb the energy of your mother through Mother Mary's energy. It's very comforting. It's very soothing right now. And it feels like a big hug. It almost feels like I can feel her standing behind me, just like wrapping her arms around me. And it feels like the energy of someone who's passed also. So I feel like there is that message for you. And the other card that came out with it is Just Ask. The blue color here too reminds me of throat chakra. It's almost like actually saying it out loud. It may be prayer. It could be praying to Mother Mary. It could be praying to your mother. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. It's definitely something about saying it out loud too, creating the vibration of that is it matches the signature of that energy of that person that has passed. If it's your mother, or if it's a mother figure, it could be your aunt who was like a mother to you. It could be a family friend who was like a mother to you. Anybody that has that kind of connection with you, or had that kind of connection with you, they are still there. They are letting you know that they are still there. And you speaking words to them, that's what they're waiting for almost. They're trying to say, there's 55 people in here. They're helping you through these big changes that you're going through right now. There's a lot of you that are having some trouble right now, and you're going through big changes, big changes. They're just saying big changes, and I'm here for you. And she said, we can have the talk if you want to, like kidding about the talk. They're just wanting you to speak the words out loud and ask for help and match the vibration of that energy. Connect with it in that way. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. This time of rest is really, really, really important. They keep telling me over and over again, like, let yourself ask for help and let them help you. Friends are going to come in. More people from the collective who, like I said, are not feeling as run down right now. They're going to come in and offer you support. Let them. My friend just texted me right before this live session and was offering whatever healing or reading or support that I needed. And I recognize it. I appreciate it. I'm so grateful for it. And I am open to help, and have asked Spirit and my guides for it, and continue to do so. So it's really important that you do that. And it's just part of surrender. It's part of allowing, and it's a part of the flow of your connection with Source and all that is around you, your ancestors. I was watching a reading right before this, Soulful Revolution. She was talking about our ancestors are here to help us right now. They are waiting to help us. They are protecting us. They are keeping us protected from those kind of energy vampires right now that I was talking about. Our homes are protected, and they are doing that anyway, but the more you ask for it, the more it ignites that, and it's going to make it even more powerful. The cards that came out are pretty much what I was just talking about. There's a lot of you that have really, really been doing a lot of work, and you have come so far in your healing and in your ascension that sometimes, like I said, it's led you into times of chaos and conflict. And in order to be able to have that endurance, and in order to be able to make it sustainable, when we come up against those energies that I'm talking about, you have to slow down. So even though he's like all out, a cheetah can, I don't know why they have a cheetah on here, because a cheetah doesn't really go the distance. They are super, super fast sprinters. They're sprinters, but then they tire out very, very quickly. And then they have to rest. So it's like, this has been a sprint for us. This has been like, things have been amping up, and things have been amping up. And there's so much, especially since the stuff about the trauma release has come up. It's just like boom, 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 boom. One thing right after another coming up for healing, shadow work that's being done. Right now is the time to not fight against the chaos and conflict. Allow that to just make its way out of our field now, and not butt our heads up against it and try to barrel through it. It's facing us this way, like a Mack truck. That's what it was for me anyway. This is the number 33 card too, which is always Jesus energy to me. It's almost like he's standing behind this, saying, he's standing here waiting for us to just slow down, and at the end of it, take a nap. We've been really pushing very, very hard. And if we don't do this, we're going to get stuck right here in the middle. You get stuck in the energy of that chaos and conflict. When you're barreling through, and then all of a sudden something comes up and stops you in your tracks. Maybe you got triggered. Maybe something came up that was way more than you expected, and you can't handle it, and it knocked you on your ass. And all of a sudden you're just like, I thought I came so far. I thought I came so far. And now look at me. I'm like all the way back here. You're not. You're just stuck in the middle of this chaos and conflict. It doesn't negate the work that you have already done. You have ascended up here. You're not going to go backwards. You're being held in so much light. You just need to get yourself unstuck from here. And the best way to do it, the easiest way to do that is with ease and grace and a nap. Take a fucking nap. You can see too, this is it breaks down to a number 6. So does this one. It's like Jesus is coming in too with Mother Mary saying, take a nap, go to sleep, really, really rest your body. It's time because things are going to start amping up again. Next week is the 11/11 portal and then the 12/12 portal and then 2020 is coming. It's like things are really gearing up. They really have put you through the ringer and are telling you right now, it's not negotiable. It's not negotiable. You need to take a break. And whatever that means for you, you guys know what that means for you. Hi, Kimberly. Thank you. Yeah, those are the cards that came out ahead of time. And it's a really, really important message. Mother Mary is like, eat your veggies. Really, you know what? She's kidding around about that, but it also has to do with clean eating. Because, oh man, when you're releasing and purging so much stuff, I want chocolate. I want chocolate and I want salt. I want chips. When I do energy work, and especially when I'm releasing things and healing things for myself, it's time to do some cleanses. It's time to do some detox. And that is going to help us to really take advantage of this downtime and energize ourselves. We really need to start paying more attention to the foods that we're putting into our body, because there's so much energy in every single thing that we put into our body. Oh man, those chips carry the energy of each person who has been a part of its production from the very beginning, from the potatoes that were harvested to, the energy from the person who farmed them, the person who pulled them, the person who put them through the machines, the person who packaged them, the person who delivered them to the store. All of the energies are transferred into those food. And if they are not high vibrational foods, it's going to weigh us down. And I feel like a lot of us have gotten very, very weighed down by heavy energies in our foods. So we first need to do some detoxes and do some cleanses. And if there's anybody in here who does nutrition work, I have a friend also who does nutritional information in her readings that she does. I had a reading by her, and it was really, really great information for some areas of my body that I didn't realize were needing some support, my kidneys, and she suggested a lot of things for it. And she also connected the imbalances with those areas in my body, like what's causing those. Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of her channel. She has a YouTube channel, but she also has a website. She's on Facebook. It's Sunkissed Healing. Her name is Jen, and her name is Sunkissed Healing. Like I said, she's on Facebook. You can find her on there. She also has a website. I think it's sunkissedhealing.com. She has really, really great, and she's so intuitive and just a complete channel, especially for the nutritional information. So you guys go to her if you are feeling guided to really cleanse your body and get rid of whatever toxins have been built up. I know I need to. Thank you, Kimberly. Wow, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start with Marie's. There's already been one super chat on here. Oh, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to answer a question. I'm just going to briefly look through your comments on here, connect with you guys for a minute. I love all the support that I can feel. My ears are ringing like crazy right now, and that usually it's high vibration energies. It's light energy. It's a lot of you are connecting with the message about nutrition that I was just talking about. It's like thankful energy. I can feel it's like grateful energy. It's funny. It sounds like grateful energy. So if you're connecting with that, I hear you. It's funny, I hear you. It's like singing. It's like birds singing. They're telling me soul song. There are so many. Do you guys know you have a soul song? Each one of you has a specific sound, a ringing, a song that matches the vibration and the fingerprint, the spiritual fingerprint of you and your essence. And I can hear the collective. If I tap into you guys individually, if when I'm meditating ahead of time for my sessions, I can hear what it sounds like. It's like I recognize you guys. The collective signature right now, it sounds so. There's no way I could describe it. But Tiny Dancer is on right now. And I was like, yeah, yeah. It sounds like they're dancing. Like they're just dancing around with joy. There's like unicorns around you guys. You guys are in lovely energy right now, which is why I really would love for us to get on removing the heaviness of all the work that we have been doing. It's almost like you guys are like, yes, I can relax for a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna do that. You're so happy. Yeah, go take a nap. The spirit is gonna arrange that for you. If you're like, when do I have time to take a nap? Are you kidding me? That hasn't happened in years. A nap doesn't actually have to be a nap. It could be like one really, really solid meditation or a really long bath that you didn't realize you had time for. They're going to line it up for you. They're going to make it happen as long as you commit to asking for help and okay, I'm ready to rest. All right, I give in. I surrender. I'm going to rest. They're going to create the time for you. Just commit to it. All right, Marie. Marie, I can't find what your question was. I think you just said something about just general health, right? Um, I'm gonna just scroll down. Can you guys just fill me in so I don't waste too much time scrolling back up again? I always watch the video back later, and I always do. I read all of your comments, every single one of them, and I giggle at the ones I need to giggle at, and I curse at the ones I need to curse at. And no, I will not stop cursing. Whoever commented that on my last live chat, God love you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your support. But I can't. Sorry. It's part of my signature. Sometimes a well-placed fucking 10 is the way that I need to speak. It's how people receive me. I can't. Sorry. Thank you for your comment, though. All right. Oh, Marie, you've been sick all week. Okay. So I feel like a lot of this is going around, and I feel like a lot of it is ascension flu, too. I don't know much about the symptoms of ascension flu, but there has been so much sickness in the collective that I've been hearing about, and readers are dropping like flies, and it really is a time of rest. We all have been doing our own personal healings as well. I feel like we're gearing up for a lot. We purged all of that, and we really do need to take the time to rest. If you are sick, you need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself well past the point where you think that you're okay. But I'm going to pull a couple of cards for that and figure out where that's coming from. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for Marie for her health. I love your fuckery. Yes. My guides love my fuckery too, actually. They giggle at me sometimes. Sometimes they give me curse words. Thank you, Love Elaine, by the way. Thank you for filling me in too. So Karen S., that's weird because my name is Karen S. also. Oh, I just had a timeline sync. That was weird. Karen S. said, LOL, let the F's out. You let them out. You just said F. Let it out, girl. Let it out. Sometimes you just need to say, ugh, fuck. Hi, Sonia. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here. God love you, Sonia. She's been here since she's like an OG. She is my jam, one of the original gangsters in my awakening journey. God love her. She's been around since the very beginning. When I first started reading cards. Sonia, there might be another sync for you also at the beginning of the video. Yeah, Karen S. She said, wow, I just got a very, thank you for dropping that one. Just got a very weird fucking feeling. There's something weird about that. There's something in your picture too. There's the picture of the sunset and Karen S. That's me. There's something else there. I'm going to focus on Marie for just 1 second. Tell me about Marie's health. So as within, so without, you're physically manifesting some sort of energetic imbalance. Marie, you've been doing a lot of work too, okay? A lot has been brought up. You just had a healing session also. So you really have to take it easy on yourself. Don't push yourself too much. If you are feeling sick, it's because there are major things being released for you that have come out into your field and they're getting blocked and they're physically manifesting. That's what they're telling me right now. You got to take care of yourself. You got to water. They're telling me water. You have to drink. You have to get more fluids. I believe in yesterday. Yesterday came suddenly. So what happens with energy healing sessions is sometimes the next day you can be super energized from it because it's very powerful energy that comes in. But then the next day, after you were feeling so great, the next day you could feel like total shit. Like all of a sudden it just hits you and you're just like, what the? I just felt great yesterday. Sometimes it happens like that. And it's like the initial surge of that healing energy comes in and it hits you like a tsunami of love. And then what's the word? It rattles you. It shakes loose the energetic blocks that needed to come out, and that comes out into your field. You need to cleanse your field. They're telling me sound, so maybe like a sound bath. I know we talked about that before, but it's like something that has been released from that energy session was kind of pushed back into your field enough that it was being blocked from being released completely. It may be something big that was coming up, and it was being blocked energetically. And it's manifesting in a physical way. It could be that it's just something big coming out too. That's what I'm hearing. I'm going to pull a card though for that once they give me one. OG. That's Sonia. God love her. We have so many syncs and past lives together. Sound bath and water. Yes. I think that, and electrolytes, they're telling me electrolytes like Gatorade or something like that. Definitely electrolyte. It's not just water. You definitely need more water, but they're telling me electrolytes too. Yeah. I think they're just reiterating what I just said. So support and vulnerability. I think this is the healing session that I was talking about you just had. And it has released something. It looks like it's coming from your heart chakra. I don't know if you're having like chest congestion or something like that, but it feels like it's some sort of vulnerability that's being released from your heart chakra. So I think that the water is definitely going to help to cleanse that. A sound bath is going to clear your field here, but they're telling me that that's not. Maybe the sound bath could be like a heart chakra sound bath. They have those like guided or those specific frequencies for heart chakra. It feels like it's something coming from there. And then serenity. This is important, Marie. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. This is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. I just said yesterday. Um, it's something specific from the past also that's stuck in the heart chakra that you're working through right now. Don't let past issues and resentments interfere with your serenity today. So it's getting back into the now moment also. Okay? You good? Oh, I feel like I have very little physical support. This may not be something that, this may not be something that you need to even go very far for. I think that you really need to rest and recuperate in your house. Make sure that you're clearing and cleansing your house also, because like I said, as the things are released through the healing, the energy gets stuck in your house as well and in your field. So make sure that you are meticulous about cleansing your house. Okay? And it may feel more like home and comforting there in your home space. Sometimes we're not aware. She said she's not sure what would be stuck. Sometimes we're not aware of the things that are being released until they get pushed back into our field. And we don't always need to know what's being released. All we need to know is be aware of the fact that we are physically manifesting some sort of energetic imbalance, and you just had a huge healing session. And so just the way that that healing, energy healing works, something has been released and you don't necessarily need to be aware of it. Just continuously cleanse your space and cleanse your energetic body. It's going to help. It'll help. Okay. All right. Hi, Connie. Thank you so much. Do you have a question for me? Of course you do, Sonia. Himalayan salt for electrolytes. Thank you for that. Marie, did you get that also? Sonia said you can use Himalayan salt for the electrolytes. Yes, thank you, Love Elaine. Ask Mother Mary what might be blocking you or stuck in your healing. Also, Archangel Raphael will help you. So both of them right now are present. You can do that right now. I just want to stress, you don't always need to know what is blocking you, but the fact that something is blocking you, you can ask them to help you to release it, whatever it is. We don't always need to pull on the memories of whatever pain we are releasing. Sometimes it comes up and it doesn't need to be in our consciousness in order for us to release it. Sometimes that digging is more draining than anything else. Sometimes it just needs to be released, and we'll feel it when the block clears. So yes, definitely ask your angels for help. Ask Mother Mary. Mother Mary is definitely here. She's like, yes, honey, I will take care of you. I will cook you chicken noodle soup. And I just want to call my mother and have her make me some soup. So, all right, Connie, I believe, is up next for a question. I'll pull a couple cards for you. Let me know what your question is. And you're welcome, Marie. Thank you for your question. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. Yes, you are not alone. Marie, every one of you, if you're resonating with what I'm saying, listen to me. You're not alone. I am in this also, and I've been resting so much. I had to reschedule 2 appointments the other day because I just was being guided. I could have pushed myself, and I would have normally pushed myself. I just couldn't do it. And both of them were just so supportive and understanding, and it felt really great to rely on my instinct and to rely on my inner knowing, and to be supported in that way. So thank you to my clients who were up for that too. We still have to reschedule, by the way. Am I on the right track in my journey? All right, let me find the deck that you need. I just reached over for the cards and I hit, it's not this deck. And I hit my sound bowl that it's connected to that for you. It's connected to that for you, Connie. It's something about sound. I don't know if you are interested in sound healing, if you do sound healing, if you get I was just talking to Maria about sound baths. There's something there about sound. Let me know if that resonates for you in any way. And it feels like almost you say, "Are you on the right track in your journey?" And they're wanting me to pull a card from the life purpose deck. So I'm wondering if you're talking about mission and if you're looking for a little bit of guidance on your mission and what your life purpose is. That's kind of what they're guiding me to. So just clarify that for me and let me know if that's what you're wanting more guidance on. They're guiding me to it. So if you're up for it, that's what I'm going to pull it on. Let me find that deck too. Oh, where are you? Life purpose deck. There you are. Thank you guys. Thank you for reminding me and thank you for keeping track of all of this. I really appreciate you guys. Lloyd is not here tonight. He is in bed. He didn't know I was coming on. He's probably going to scold me in the morning. Whatever. I'm going to keep this short. It's 46 minutes. I'm going to finish answering hers. And then I could probably do 2 more if there are any other people that want cards pulled for them for some guidance tonight. The donation is 1010. Use the super chat button up at the top, and I'll get to that tonight before I log off. I resonate with music a lot to help me. Okay. What is your mission? Good. I'm glad we're on the same page with this. This now, even though this is for Connie, and it was with her donation, this could apply to a lot of you. So don't shut down because this is specific to someone that is in here. It could apply to you too, just as Marie's did. It could be a message for you as well because we tend to have a lot of things in common with people that are on our same timeline. All right, what is my mission, Connie? Thank you. That one leaped out. Animals. It's an animals card. It says you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. It feels like you have an animal spirit guide that is trying to communicate with you. And there's another cheetah on here, which is the same as this go the distance card, which is also, if you look, let me just double check my math so that spirit isn't laughing at me again, the number 11 card. They maybe are even relating back to this one because there's a spirit guide come in that wants to help you to go the distance, that wants to help you on this mission. I would look up cheetah symbolism too. It's definitely about there's a song on. Make sure that you guys can't hear the music too. Let me know if you can hear it, because if you can, I got to turn it down. Sing for the laughter. I'm going to listen for a second because it's something about singing. Are you a singer? Are you a singer also? Connie? No, it's sing for the laughter, sing for the tears. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away. Connie, I feel like there's an energy here for you. Like someone who's passed. They're talking about singing. It's a singing. Remember I was talking about someone's energy? Everybody's energy has a signature. It's like it's a soul song. It's someone is singing. They're telling me. So their energy has come in and they're like, we're singing to you. Okay. Yeah. I was just talking about a mother's energy. I don't know. Did you see the beginning of the reading where I was talking about someone's mother having passed? Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's not Aerosmith, it's, who is that, Zeppelin? Why does that matter? Dream On, that's why. Are you having dreams about her? Has she come to you in your dreams? Or she's telling you she's trying to come to you in your dreams? She's If you're having dreams about an animal, I think that's her. She's trying to communicate with you. She's also communicating with you through these cards, that whole thing that I told you about, this mother telling you to slow down, to take your time, to pace yourself. In moving on, I in moving on, it's almost like you're wanting to, like, get back into the swing of things and move on with your life and get back to you again and your mission and your, um it's almost like she's telling you to slow down. Don't Make sure that you work through your morning properly, that you don't rush through it in order to make it through to the other side, because you're going to get stuck right here in the middle of this chaos and conflict, and it's going to hit you. It's going to be like, that's what grief is. It hits you in waves over and over again. And so if you don't pace yourself and allow the emotions to work through you, um, you can get triggered over and over and over again. You have to allow yourself sufficient time to mourn. It feels like you're kind of rushing forward a little bit. Connie, do you have a connection with animals? I don't know if I saw or not, if you said that. I know I asked you like 1,000 questions to try to piece it all together. Um, but another card came out. It says environmentalist. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, teach about nature and the animals. So it feels like it might be some kind of energy work with animals, or you're gonna work with, it's like earth, it's not just animals, but it's earth beings, like earth-based beings, fairies, and I just heard trolls. It's definitely not trolls, but it's earth energies that are waiting to work with you. It's animals, but it's so weird. It's like spirits that are coming through as animals because they're people. I wonder if you're able to talk to, if you're a medium and you connect with people's energies through animals. They're showing me Harry Potter, like the, what is it called when Professor McGonagall turns into a cat, like transformation or something like that. Um, it's almost like the energies of people are starting to, or people who have passed are showing up as animals, and you're able to communicate with them, or the energies of ancestors. That's what they're saying. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. The energies of ancestors come through in animals, and you're able to connect with, wow, with ancestors through animals. Like, they're showing me the hawk. They're showing me the hawk and my grandmother. Huh, that's interesting. Take charge of this situation. And children. There's something about the child in this picture and the child and the children in these pictures too, like angel children, um, are connected somehow to animals. That is part of your purpose, okay? That's part of your purpose, and that's where you're gonna be heading with it. They're not giving me any more details right now about the specifics of all of that. I offer a session that is connecting with your spiritual gifts and what they are and what that looks like for you and how that's going to unfold. Like, what do you do with all of that? But right now, you may want to book one of those later on down the line. But right now, your mother just like swooped back in again. And she's like, but take your time in order to go the distance. You need to take your time with that. You're definitely on the right track, but they're telling you to slow down just a little bit and take your time. I have to pull one from this one too for you, Connie. Yeah, you're super, super, super intuitive. You have like a lot of new gifts emerging. You have a lot of new gifts emerging, but it feels like they're kind of weighted down by the loss of your mother. Um, Listen to your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice. It's almost like you've kind of been ignoring it just a little bit. Take the time that you need to take care of yourself, and then things are really going to amp up for you. Super intuitive. And it's really very, very sensitive to energies. That's why you're connected to animals. Super connected to energies of other beings like that too. Not everybody is sensitive to the energies of animals. It feels like they're telling me it's like a different frequency that you're able to pick up on and understand. It's like a certain energetic language. Yeah, but there's a lot more there. You're definitely on the right track. Take your time, pace yourself, and they said it's very simple. Go the distance, but it's not a sprint. It's not a sprint. You really have to. I feel like there's more healing that you need to do right now. Where your mother is concerned, they just showed me like you laying down and her laying down next to you and like wrapping her wings around you, like spooning you, but wrapping her wings around you. When you go to sleep tonight, I have a feeling that's what she's going to be doing. So if you have some emotions coming up tonight, make sure that you let them flow through you. They're going to help to cleanse you. All right. Who is next? I saw that there were two other ones. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more after that. I'm going to go through those two and then, yeah. There were two other ones on there. Sonia, you're asking me about Soul Song. Earlier in this, I was talking about how I could hear you guys, and it was a very, very high pitch. I could hear people's frequencies, and I hear the frequency of the collective, and I can hear frequencies of individual people too. And it's our own. They've told me that it's our own individual soul song. It's what it sounds like. You will text me later, and we'll talk about it. I'll tell you all about it. You definitely will be super interested in that. Okay, who was next with the super chat donation with her question? Adriana, I've been trying to work on my self-worth. Are there any messages regarding my healing? Okay, let's dig into that for sure. Mother Mary just stepped in too. She was just like, this girl needs a hug. She's such a hugger. She really has such a hugging energy. This girl needs a hug. All right, I'm going to hold this up for you too. This has been charged with really powerful Reiki energy. It's channeled by a woman who does this channeled art. And I'm just going to hold it up for you for a minute. Adriana, I want you to go back and watch this later and just pause it on this canvas and maybe do some kind of meditation. Just stare at it for a little while and absorb the healing, the reverberation that they're telling me. That's going to come off of this canvas. And anybody else can do that too if you want to. I'm just going to hold it up for a second. Go back and pause it if you need to. You're definitely going to feel the vibrational healing energies coming off of this. This is going to help you with abundance in finances, in work, in relationships, in all areas of your life. This is going to help to release blockages that have been stopping you from really fully accessing. It's going to help you to fully access your gifts too, and it's going to help with these self-worth issues that we're going to pull some cards on too. That was cool. I've never had to do that before. All right. What messages do you have for Adriana about her healing? There are energy vampires in your realm also that you need to cut some cords with. They are feeding the negative self-worth image that you have. It's not all coming from you. It's coming from judgment and opinions of other people. You're accepting them for yourselves. You need to protect yourself more. You need to shield yourself more. You're an empath, and you really need to work on grounding your energies, but shielding yourself also. Other people's judgment, I'm getting all fired up right now. They're just like, they really want to tell you, just like, that's their energy. They are entitled to that energy. That's theirs. It's not yours. Their judgment does not become your truth unless you accept it. Don't accept their energy into your field. You're a divine being. You are beautiful. You are light. You are ease, and you are grace. They have meditations for cutting cords and attachments and past life attachments and things that have come with you through other lifetimes. Do one of those meditations and really get in touch with Archangel Michael in order to sever those in the first place, and then really, really shield yourself every single day. Spiritual hygiene is so important. It's not just coming from you. I just heard brother. It doesn't necessarily have to be a brother that is causing these things. It could be a friend who has always been like a brother to you, someone who has rejected you. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's maybe a past soulmate. It could be a twin energy that is causing these self-worth issues. Look into that a little bit. Another number 6. Someone from your past. I'm holding a coin, and I was just talking about abundance too. It feels like it might be someone that you work with. I feel like you have some real energy vampires around you. You have to make sure that you're protecting yourself. You're not protecting yourself enough, and it's seeping into your core. It's almost like you have piled on so many different people's energies, their judgments, the signature of their energy, their hostilities, their resentment, their problems, their issues, and take them on as your own. You can't even recognize what your own energy is. What does your energy look like? You really need to peel away the layers of everyone else. It's like words are coming off of me right now. Like, you're not good enough. This other person, I choose this other person, not you. The other person is getting the promotion. It's like, not good enough, not worthy. You never live up. It's like all of these things. You need to peel every single one of them away. You're not protecting yourself enough. And this is someone who controls some sort of money for you. It's not just money, but it's feels like this is past life also. And again, with the animal, this cat, you can absorb energies from, they're reminding me that I had to clear I had to do a Reiki session or an energy healing on my cat the other day, not realizing that I needed to. But he was carrying heavy, dense, negative energies with him, and I needed to clear him. I feel like it came from a past life too, or he absorbed it somehow. I had to clear him. So it feels like there might be animals around you too. There's some sort of animal theme here going on that we're not recognizing, that our pets, as close as we are to them, they are super, super sensitive to energy. So if we have energy vampires coming into our field, they have energy vampires coming into their field too. We need to protect our animals, and we need to make sure that we are maintaining the energy, not just in our space and in our energetic space, but for our people, for everyone in our life, for our animals, and make sure we're helping them to maintain their spiritual hygiene too. It's important. Okay, Adriana said, my connection with my twin has brought me so much anxiety. I feel that I'm always overthinking. Yeah. You're stuck right here in the middle of this chaos and conflict. It really is time to, they're telling you take a nap. Step back from it just a little bit. Pull your energy back. So when I talk about cutting cords and attachments with Archangel Michael, if he is your sacred masculine, the cords that you cut are never going to sever the thread that you guys have, that soul connection, the agreement, that loving divine connection that you have. But it is going to cut the cords and attachment, any attachment that you may have to your twin as this vessel. And it kind of feeds self-worth issues back and forth, and it feeds codependency issues back and forth. Severing those connections is really going to help you to take a step back and take a rest for a little bit, close your eyes, and really come back to center. Shielding, 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 grounding, grounding, grounding. Look up techniques for shielding and grounding for empaths and find the one that works best for you. They're telling me water, and I feel like my feet are in a foot bath right now. Not like laying in a bathtub, but just a foot bath. It feels like the chakra, your earth star chakra, the one just below your feet is blocked. You need to clear that. And yeah, it feels like something with your feet. That's going to help you access grounding energy from Mother Gaia. You're not going to be able to properly ground yourself without clearing that chakra first. So look into techniques on how to do that. I do energy healing also. So if you want to book a session with me, we can work through that too. I can. Yeah. Water. They're just telling me water, water, water. They're showing me you walking like in a river or a stream or something with where there's pebbles. Like I could feel the pebbles underneath of my feet. I don't know if there's a stream that you always go to or went to when you were younger or something like that. That's really going to help you to get into a meditative space and cleanse your energy, really ground yourself in that space. I don't know if you have a space like that, but yeah. So you were placed there. You were placed. She said, I've been working out at the lake for the past few weeks. You were led there because you needed this message to let you know that that is a super grounding place. Now, when you go there, set your intentions that I'm going to do this because I need to ground myself. I need to ground out and remove all of the layers of everybody else's energy. What I do is I take and I sweep my arm this way, sweep my arm this way, sweep my arm this way. I stretch up really good. I stretch so that I release the toxins in my muscles, and I take and I throw it as hard as I can down to the ground. And it really physically feels like a release. And with the intention that I'm releasing and removing any energies that have compiled and attached themselves to me with or without my permission and are not here for my highest and greatest good, I release them to Mother Gaia, and she will clear and transmute them and then absorb the energy from her in order to fill yourself back up again. That's going to help you in that space. Put your feet in the water, whatever you need to do. So getting in touch with your feminine energy is near the water is going to help you to do that. You have to ground yourself and protect yourself first before you are able to fully access your feminine energy, because that has to do with your intuition and your inner voice also. That kind of feminine energy is being blocked right now. That's why there are self-worth issues. Doing all of this stuff first is going to help you to get to the point where you're able to really draw on your sacred feminine energies. You will. Okay. Whose was next? Fallon. Thank you also, Adriana, thank you so much for that too. Thank you for the question. That was good. How do I fully access my gifts? All right. This is a question for a lot of people. I feel like there's a lot of you that are like, oh yeah, I really want to know this too. I really want to know this too. This question and this answer is for people who have already set up a solid spiritual routine. You meditate, or you have a grounding practice. You definitely shield yourself. You have started to get into more energy work, or you've access to energy healing or things like that. You've really done the work in your ascension process to have an understanding of all of those things, and able to maintain that. It's like brushing your teeth twice a day, 3 times a day, whatever it is. Because if you don't, you're never going to be able to fully access your gifts in a way that is going to help you to step into your mission, if that makes sense. So it's not just like, how do I access my gifts? Okay, I just have to do this, 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 and this. It really is setting up a spiritual practice and routine for maintaining yourself and taking care of yourself. All this self-care that we've been talking about since the beginning. Knowing when to take a nap. All right, I need a different deck for this though. This is the last question also. I think after this, I'm gonna cut it off. It doesn't feel like an hour and 12 minutes already. I don't know how this goes so fast. This is because when I channel, it just flows. Huh. I haven't used this deck in a while. They're drawing me to this one. This one is called Women's Bodies. And Adriana, you may want to pay attention to this one too, because this is about feminine energy too. Women's bodies, women's wisdom. I haven't used this one in a while, but they guided me to this one. There's a song on. It turned down right as soon as I said that. I feel like that was for you. It's Fallon, right? I feel like music is a part of it. Vibration, sound, meditation. There's something here about sound for you also. Singing. Do you get it ringing in your ears a lot, Fallon? Okay, good. Yeah. She's saying, I meditate and ground every morning and night before bed, as well as Reiki treatments when I feel pulled. I just feel like I'm not sure how to go to the next step. Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that everybody else that was listening, because everybody is wanting to know how, I know that I'm gifted. I know that I have gifts. I know I'm intuitive, but how do I fully access them? What's stopping me right now? I just want to make sure that they knew that I was, that there's a lot that goes into it first before you're able to just kind of jump in and like start channeling or reading cards for people or whatever it is. Okay, ringing constantly, and I don't understand. Please help me to know what you mean. So I'm super clairaudient. I get messages through sound, and it ignites this. I hear something, and I've honed it enough that I can just listen to it. It's something that you resonate with. It's something that draws you to it for whatever reason, like the sound of a sound bowl or music. Certain songs or certain words certain lines in the songs I'll hear them and I almost can't hear anything else. I can't not hear them. And I've realized that those are, it's the vibration that is matching mine. And I have honed that skill a little bit, but I started paying attention to it. Like music has always really, really moved me. And I always felt like it was alive and it was like a thing. It was like an entity. I always said that music was the only thing that understands me and gets me, as if it's a being, a person, an entity, but it's a vibration. That's what music is. It's a specific vibration. And I resonate with it, which is also a vibration. And when you recognize that, you can actually tune into, there are certain songs that do nothing for me at all. There are some songs that I will cry immediately when I hear them and I get chills, because there's something within the vibration of that is drawing me to it. It matches mine for a reason. When you recognize that it does that for you, it's a gift. It's clairaudience. And if you sit very, very quietly, echo, pause. I know all of you are going to raise your hand right now, but if you sit very, very quietly, I don't know how to properly describe it, but there is this very, very, very high pitch. It's a ringing, but it's like they're showing me fairies with their cute little high pitched voices going, ee, but it's very, very high pitch. That's kind of what the ringing sounds like. Sometimes it's a higher pitch than other times. Not everybody has this, but I believe it's the presence of energies. You guys have energies that I can hear. Angels have energies. Archangels are even higher pitched than that for me. Mother Gaia has everything has a frequency. Every energy has a frequency. You're connecting with that. She said, I've always sang and played piano and violin and clarinet. Yeah, of course, you're so connected with music and the vibration of those things. And you played piano, violin, and clarinet. They are all very different vibration signatures. The piano sounds and has a way different vibration than a violin, and a clarinet does too. A clarinet is more just, I don't know what they're telling me, bold and like broad than some of the other ones. It is your connection to source and energies out there. You can hear it when you realize that it is something. It is an energetic signature of something, some sort of energy or being or frequency of something. Start listening to it more. Meditate on it. Ask, who is that? When I sit in meditation ahead of time, I knew that Mother Mary was here ahead of time. I knew that Raphael was here too, because I could hear something. I sit in meditation and I ask, okay, who's here? And when I hear right away, they speak up and say, Raphael, I don't hear it. When you're clairaudient, when I say I hear spirit telling me something, it's my inner voice, but it sounds different. It's my own thoughts, but it sounds different. It's a thought that comes in, and it's almost like I can hear the word. I don't hear it outside of myself, though. I think that's something that confuses people sometimes. It's funny, when I just stop talking, the frequency is much lower now. It's much lower. There's a lot of people that are like really paying attention right now. Your energy signature just went down just a little bit. A lot of you were just like, oh, yeah, that happens to me all the time. What else? What does this mean for me? And right as I said that, it just like went back up again. Like, that's funny and people are laughing. Your energy is laughing. It's so funny how your energy matches what your personality. Okay, so I'd really like to do some more videos on this stuff too and kind of explain what that sounds like for me and what clairaudience is for me and what clairvoyance is for me, what that looks like, or how I see things, what it means to see, what it means to hear. I definitely want to do more of that, but it's so funny. The sound of it just went a little bit lower. There's a lot more of you listening now too. It's more energies. It's more robust. It's more sound. It's not higher. It's just more sound. There's more of you paying attention right now. All right, I just want to look at your response real quick, Fallon. She said, earlier when I was watching your movements and how you move quickly but aren't moving, and thought, I wonder if she has fairy energy. So I've never really connected in with fairy energy before, and I've never used a reference of what a fairy sounds like. It may be that I just realized what a fairy sounds like, or they just made themselves known to me as I was just talking about that. So I love that you just said that, because somebody asked me one day, this was a while ago, but they said, do you work with the fairies? Have you ever, contacted them, and do you work with them? And I'm like, no, I know that they're there, but I've never kind of connected with that and the signature of that energy. And I think maybe I just did. So thank you for that. And she said, watching my movements and how I move quickly, but aren't moving. It's like, welcome to time, outside of space and time. You may think that it's just my camera, and it is my camera because it's really slow. But it also is especially when I'm channeling, you'll notice that that happens even more. That's flow energy. It's almost like you can see the universe through the flow of that channel. That's kind of what you're seeing. I never knew that. They're just telling me that right now. She's pointed that out before too, and I see it too when I watch the video back. So, okay, so I'm going to pull one from this deck for you, Fallon. Also, I went for a nature walk with my daughter. It was a nature walk hike a couple weeks ago, and she connects with the fairies. She was making up all of these stories about all of the holes that were in the trees and how the fairies live there, and it connected through the roots to this tree over here. It was very, very extravagant stories, and she just went on and on for hours telling me stories about what was happening in the forest around us. And I really do think that she was connected. And I was thinking, God, I wish that I could connect with fairies. I've always wanted to, but I have never, I don't know. I feel like I've never had access to it. So I feel like I have access to that now. Thank you. All right. Let me get one card for Fallon. It almost feels like there's something that's blocking you being able to fully access your intuitive gifts. If you're that connected to music, it feels like there's something. Can you give me a card for Fallon, please? Tell me how to access fully her gifts. All right. This deck is very interesting too. There's different categories. Here we have enlightened heart and mind. And at the bottom it says prepare. So like I was saying before, this message about fully accessing your gift and how to do that, it does take preparation ahead of time. And you said that you meditate and you access Reiki whenever you feel guided to. I'm almost drawn to that as the accessing the Reiki and energy healing that comes from that kind of from Reiki and those kind of energy healing modalities and stuff like that. It almost feel like you need more preparation when it comes to that. I almost feel like, okay, I don't know if you're guided to or not, but taking a Reiki class for yourself. The first Reiki, they're reminding me about the first Reiki class that I took. Afterwards, as soon as I was attuned to the Reiki energy, my gifts just exploded, just off the charts. It was when I was first starting reading cards, and it was like I'm pretty sure there was an eclipse then too, and it was right around 11/11. That's no coincidence that that's coming up soon too, Fallon. I feel like you need to pay attention to that. I realized that I could channel, that I had a connection, and that I could actually channel. And I was reading cards and completely channeling through. I'm pretty sure I channeled for like 3 days straight. It was ridiculous and not healthy, and don't do that. Sonia, you were there for that. That's what I'm talking about. My OG was there for that. You got to prepare for that ahead of time. Know that that's going to happen, but it feels like it's going to ignite some gifts in you. So if you're drawn to taking a Reiki class, attuning yourself to the life force energy in that way is really going to help too. It almost opens up whatever blocks you might have going on to really holding on to. It's almost like there's an energetic block there for whatever reason. Okay, she said that she's taken all of them through Master Teacher. They're telling me holy fire. Have you had the holy fire upgrade, or is it just a sui? When I was given my attunements, I see a purple orb. That's why I'm referencing that. When I took my holy fire, I was attuned to Sui Reiki first in Reiki 1. And then for my Reiki 2 class, I retook Reiki 1 and 2. It was a combined class with holy fire. And the very first night of that class, I started being able to access violet flame, which I think is intertwined with the holy fire. And the holy fire is not newly, but it's an upgraded, new channeled energy that is Reiki energy. But it's different. If you haven't done that one, look into it. I'm not sure if it's a class that you need to take because you already have a SUI, but you may want to look into the Holy Fire upgrade. They're reminding me that I took my master and that I can teach it, and I haven't attuned anybody yet to the Holy Fire, but I can. They're reminding me. Fallon, email me, and maybe we can look into upgrading you to the Holy Fire. I forget that I can do that. I haven't done it yet. Maybe you'll be my first. That would be amazing. Okay. And then this one is fertility and creativity, complete and move on. I don't know if you're starting another job. I don't know if you're looking to fully step into mission. It feels like something is coming to completion when it comes to your creativity. And you did say something about your angel wings too. Complete and move on. I don't know. It may have to do with the Holy Fire also. I hope that answered your question. All right, guys, I'm going to get one last card for all of you. Then I'm going to rest my voice. This went on way longer than I had expected, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. I just love you guys. Yeah, definitely get a hold of me, Fallon. I feel like there's more there for you, especially when you say to heal all. And Mother Gaia, my Divine Masculine does a lot of earth healings. He's just guided to heal this thing happening on earth, or the heart chakra, which is in Glastonbury or something like that. He's guided to just go out into nature and do certain earth healing. So, that may be something too that you can talk to him about as well. That's a thing. Thank you guys. I love you too. Priestess of Violet Flame. Okay, so Fallon said, in a deep meditation, I heard Priestess of Violet Flame. So I use this whole room is filled with Violet Flame energy right now. My dragon that I have breathes Violet Flame. I actually breathe Violet Flame when I am doing healing sessions. It also, so it could be me that they're talking about, Priestess of Violet Flame, but the word priestess, I don't refer to myself as a priestess, but my friend who, Lloyd's sister actually does Atlantean healing, and her website is the Amethyst Temple, and she's the Purple Priestess. So I wonder if you're being guided to maybe connect with her also. There may be something in one of your past lives that needs to be cleared, something that is blocked, that can be cleared in a healing like that will help you to fully access your gifts as well. It's the amethysttemple.com. And her name is Kelly. Tell her I sent you. Okay. Yeah. So if you had a past life in Lemuria, you may have had a past life in Atlantis as well. Okay, Adriana, go to my website, and if you wanted to book a chakra cleanse, we can either do an energy healing or chakra restoration. I have that as one of the services also. I feel like it's the chakra restoration that you need to. You have chips. You have chips missing from pieces that are missing from your chakras that can be put back in there. And I do a chakra cleanse with all of my energy healings. I can do those in readings also. If you ask for a chakra cleansing in like a live session or something, I can add that to it. I'll tell you, what the extra is for that, but I can add that to any reading, anything. I can do a chakra cleansing. I can do it ahead of time. I can do it during the session, or I can do it after the session. There's 33 thumbs up. That's Jesus energy right there. Thank you, Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. All right. I have real pain in between my shoulder blades right now. There's some of you that, like I said, you need to get a massage, but relax your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. This is the Power of Surrender deck. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a really great way to summarize things and to really know what it is that is your next step in, okay, what do I need to let go of? Sometimes I don't see it for myself. Sometimes you know exactly what it is, and they're going to tell you exactly what it is. And you're going to be like, okay, yeah, I knew that. Okay. Surrender resentments. This is major root chakra. This is very red. Could be parents. Surrender resentments to your parents. You guys know who it is. Surrender resentments to, I just heard Jesus. Some of you resent Jesus because of the religious aspect to it. I just want to reiterate, for me, when I refer to Jesus, it's a relationship, not a religion for me. So that may help you. He is an ascended master, and he is the one that guides me. It could be Osiris. It could be Shakti. It could be any ascended master that is one of your guides. Jesus is one of my guides as an ascended master, as that's kind of the kind of relationship that we have. That takes nothing away from those of you that do have a religious connection with him. That's just, it feels like there are some resentments that people have to, accessing or referring to Jesus in that way, like it's too churchy. It's not like that for me. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. This is towards me too. Some of you have resentments towards me. It may be that I triggered you. It may be that I challenge you. It may be that I call you out on things. Or there are things that I have said in the videos that offend you, or it's almost like people's energies, It's someone specifically, but it's also other people that are going to be coming in here and looking at this. They may, I don't know why they would be coming all the way to the very end of this video, but maybe. Some of you have resentments towards me, and this next card is going to tell you why I do the things that I do and why I push the way that I push and why I really just want to be the truth and show the truth and be the light, show you guys your light, and shine the light on the truth. My truth, the truth that's being revealed to me, the truth of other people's journeys, in order to really help us to broaden our horizons and ascend. Because I want you to surrender to your full power. How do I fully access my gifts? You challenge yourself. You look at the triggers. You do the healing that you need to do. You listen and you rest and you allow those things to work through you. And your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. I feel like we have been restricted in a lot of ways by the stories we have been telling ourselves, the story that I've been telling myself about a lot of different areas of my life. It's time to face those. On the other side of maximum fear are all the best things in your life. I'm not afraid anymore. And in that way, I don't give the fear my power. I don't give my power away to other people, to other energies, to anything that's going to block me anymore. And if I find myself doing that, I recognize it. I see it from other people. It's reflected back to me from other people. And I do the work that I need to in order to clear it. I do the work. I want you guys to do the work to access your full power, because I can't wait to use you as a healer. I can't wait to come to you for your healing modality that's going to help me to ascend to the next level as well. It supplies me full power too, because I draw off the unity consciousness, the unity energy. It's important. So surrender your resentments to me, to whoever else it is, in order to surrender to your full power and access your full power. This resentment is so low vibe, but it's telling you something. It's telling you something about a certain way that you feel about yourself. Use the mirror exercise and turn everything back to yourself. If you resent someone else, what is it inside of you that is sitting in lack? It's usually about fear. It's usually about fear. And if you feel in a confident, secure place and someone challenges you and makes you afraid, it's easier to be angry, to express that fear as anger, than to allow the fear to show you something, because we don't like to be scared. We were just feeling secure. We were just feeling safe and really powerful. And all of a sudden I'm afraid. I don't feel powerful when I'm afraid. Well, that's where fear is a liar. Fear is a fucking liar. You don't need to be afraid. You just need to say, okay, where's that come from? Where's that come from? I'm still in the same place that I was seconds before I heard that. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Go to the person who triggered that resentment in you. And maybe the answer lies underneath of that. I'm not speaking specifically to anyone, Shane. They're telling me this. When I pull this card, I heard you. I heard you. Surrender resentments, and I heard they're pointing at me. There are people in here who there's a chance that they resent me. Now, if you are taking this as it could be you, then that is speaking to you. It could be that they're speaking to you. It's not that I'm calling only you specifically out. It could be that you need to tap into your intuition and talk to your guides about that. If some people say, like, if the shoe fits, which just means if something came up in you and you resonate with that, as if, you feel like I'm talking to you in that way, that's resonance. It's not just about you. I'm sure some other people are going to resonate with that as well. but it's speaking to you. So just listen to it, meditate on that, and just listen to it. Um, I don't think that I don't think that personally. It's not about that for me. It's just offering guidance and guidance towards healing for anyone that would have any kind of resentment towards me or towards anyone. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much. This was lovely. It took way too long. Sorry about that. But I really appreciate all of the guidance that Mother Mary has brought in today. She's like giving me a back rub right now too. She got her hands on my shoulders and she was like, "You did it again. You didn't drink enough water." And I'm probably not going to be able to talk after this, but I'm going to rest. I'm going to make sure that I cleanse my energetic field. I'm going to make sure that I ground myself. I'm going to meditate tonight. I may go take a bath right now at 12:48 a.m. Thank you for being with me until 12:48 a.m. I'm just going to read your comments real quick before I cut off of here. Make sure that you guys like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a video, or when these lives come up, it'll tell you right away. Subscribers are going down. The number is going down, and I have a feeling it has a lot to do with this. People don't like the things that I'm saying. They don't like the fact that I'm talking about catalyst twins and false twins and my truth, and it could be your truth and things like that. And bringing the truth to people is not sitting well with a lot of people. So I don't fear it. I want those people to step into their power too. So I understand that people are going to resonate out of and vibrate out of my realm. They got the messages that they needed up until then. But it feels like heavier, like what I was talking about in the very beginning. There's energy vampires right now that are actually, that I saw had been connected to my field that I wasn't noticing. And they're dimming my light, and they're drawing from my light and taking that potency away from the message, and it is repelling some people. So make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Share it with people who you think can benefit from these messages, and challenge them. Challenge them. That if they feel like they might be triggered, challenge them anyway. Because triggers are no longer triggers. I don't even like to use that word anymore. They're launching points. Trigger equals fear. We don't fear here anymore. It's almost like I want you guys to warrior up with me, surrender to your full power. We don't get triggered. We get launched. I welcome that trigger. I welcome that launch. And I welcome the examining the fear that came up when I felt like I was triggered. So we need to embrace those that are running in fear right now too. Oh, Marie said maybe you're seeing auras. Oh, thank you, Love Elaine. I really love your support. I see all your comments as you're going through here. And, when I watch the lives back too, there are so many times that I wanted to like send you a message or whatever. But thank you for your support. Walks with Purpose. Love, love, love you too. Thank you, Celinda. Yeah, share it with her, and let me know if I can help in any way. Marie, water, sound baths, clear and clean all. Yes, checklist of healing. Yes, all those things. So Shane said, your truth is resonating with me. It never did until you brought it forward. I would prefer my journey is that way, but I'm struggling with letting go of the dream of her. Of course you are. I know, it's hard. It's not easy. I kicked and screamed too. I did. I just barreled through it. Not everybody is going to be able to do it in that way. You are where you need to be on your path, but recognizing that and understanding that the reason that it's so hard to let go is because you're vibrating out of the frequency of it, and it's hard to release that attachment. I have a feeling that the healing session that you did today is really going to help you to do that. It really is cutting cords and attachments that you didn't realize were there from past lives and things like that. So just give it time. Give it time. Take your time. Don't get stuck in the middle here. Please take a nap, which means turn your brain off and just ground into it. You have to pace yourself. When you access Atlantean healing, it's very high vibration, very powerful energy healing. Take your time, and it's like having brain surgery almost. It's you have recovery time afterwards. You may experience some wobbles a little bit in the next couple of days. Just spiritual hygiene is so important. Make sure you're grounding, make sure you're shielding yourself, make sure you are taking care of your energetic body. That's for everybody. That's for everybody that does any kind of energy healing or is releasing something or purging something. That's for you too. Love and light to all of you guys too. Thank you so much. Yeah. If you guys want to book a private reading, go to my website, hawkintuition.com. Like I said, I just posted a pick a pile reading the other day. The extended readings were messages from the divine masculine energies. They were amazing. Head over there too. It's a really great way to get a message for you too. It's almost like a private reading, but there's a little bit more energies in there. And it's not as much as a private reading. So, if you were on the fence about purchasing the extended reading, go over and do that too. It may be, another personal message for you in there that you'll resonate with. So, all right, guys, you keep your path strong, stay strong. Like Kitty just came through here and made an appearance. He sees something on the wall over there. It's either an energy or a bug. It may be an energy. I'm going to clear and cleanse this space and talk to you guys soon. Thank you.